conference hosted by NKC Independent Economists in association with Prescient gathered in Johannesburg to discuss economic and political risks facing Africa. CNBC Africa caught up with Udoma Udo Udoma, who's chairman of the Nigerian Securities and Exchange Commission. We started off by asking him about recent reforms in Nigeria's capital markets.
I would say the last 2-3 years have been very challenging. One, because of the resolving the banking issues. And you know, the banks dominate the capital market, 60% of the capital market. So we've had to do the two together. Luckily, the governor of the central bank is reform-minded and he's firm and resolute. And those issues are being gradually resolved.
What would you say are the macroeconomic fundamentals underpinning investment profile in Nigeria?
I think two things will help. One is some of the most successful companies are not listed. The telecoms companies, the upstream petroleum company, and a task force has been set up. It was the immediate past Minister of Finance, Segun Aganga, who set up this task force. And part of what the task force is doing is engaging with these companies and seeing what are the constraints, looking at what are the incentives that can be introduced to encourage them to list. Because the NSE is a mutual company, sometimes the ownership issues and the control issues and the accountability issues have sometimes have worked as well as we would have liked. So we've set up a committee to look at the whole demutualization so that it will be much clearer in terms of ownership. You will also have a possibility of the NSE being able to raise financing because it needs to upgrade its technology. We want the NSE should really be at the top. It should be a world class. And so all those things we see being resolved in the next 6 months to 1 year in terms of which way, because the next big challenge for the NSE is really the issue of demutualization.
Economic reform and general stability appear to have been a key focus in President Goodluck Jonathan's new government.
There are other things that are going well in Nigeria. One is the fact that we had a very smooth election. The election results were seen as very credible. We have an administration that is focusing on the economy and which has announced clear plan, clear focus to try and get investors, both domestic and international, and to remove all those bottlenecks that were impeding investment. Some of the things that the president has announced, the visa relaxation. He's indicated that there will be a provision to give genuine investors 5 to 10-year multiple entry visas. The Minister of Trade and Investment, which is a new ministry, with a ministry with a new name. It's an old ministry, but with a new name, which focus is investment, which is a clear signal of the government's determination to remove the bottlenecks and to focus on investment and to raise Nigeria's investment climate in terms of to raise the profile.